You know we're back in the blue. Plaza Boys, episode 1. The return. We've been on a hiatus. How long has it been? Oh, I couldn't even.
I said couple months.
Couple months. It might have been like a.
Come on.
It's not been a year.
It might be.
Do you say couple months?
Yeah,
That's
couple.
how much is a couple?
There's no range on a couple, bro.
No, a couple.
There is a range in a couple though.
No.
What's a couple?
Two.
Couple's like 2 or 3.
A few. Everything past that's a few.
So what would you say then?
A wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
wow. I said a couple like it was.
That's the best way to put it. Still, on a wow.
No, we've been gone a minute.
We gonna minute.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's basically a year still, probably.
Yeah, around about.
But you know, we're back. New room.
Some readjusting and repattern.
Yeah,
Some refurbishing. Yes.
New location.
We're back.
Yeah, we had to get a new studio basically because essentially too many people knew the location of the other one.
Yeah,
we had to relocate.
Spotted.
Redecorate. We got new sofas, new table, new decoration. Let us know what you think of the new setup. Do you
What we
like
should
it?
add in that.
What we should add? Yeah, this is just the basic setup right now. See, we got some things and
What
stuff.
percent complete would you say? 80.
I feel like we should let them decide.
I can see them telling us to put some stupid stuff on the store. It's
Pictures
gotta
of us.
Yeah, it's gotta make sense. still.
Wholesome. The guys.
Yeah.
Post a picture of you guys in Ibiza. Can't post that stuff, unfortunately. But yeah, man, we're back, man. What's everyone been on recently? Before we start, congratulations on Liverpool winning the Prem.
I'm not even clapping.
2 claps for that.
Not even on that, man. Come on.
Move on.
Arsenal's been doing bullshit for too long now. Can't even clap for that.
Nah, it's dark still, because you know they've won the league on like 80 points. How dead that is.
It's mad
piss
because
poor.
Yeah.
piss poor.
Arsenal are just drawn better this season still.
If it was one season where Arsenal would win it, it's this season.
It should have been this year, bro.
I think it should
And
be.
it should have been last year, really, as well.
It should have been
yeah.
last
Should
year.
have been last
Last
year.
But last year we only lost by
But
one
then
point.
this year it should have as well.
The gap's
but
too
Yeah.
big this year.
Guinness was going, but last year was really.
No, remember, but last year was worse because we was first. So we wrapped
last
it.
year,
Like, we let them win.
Yeah, last year I was like, oh my god, man, could do this.
Yeah,
Last year we only lost by a point, you know.
we wrapped it.
But you man had.
We're only like
no,
5 points behind Man
remember
City right now.
we had a point where we was clear for a minute,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
and then
March
we
you
just
got, a good 6,
then we
7
wrapped
points
it. We just
ahead.
started wrapping it.
This year, I don't want to blame injuries, but it plays a part. And I think the signings in the summer.
I think Liverpool are just stacked. I'm not gonna lie, they was prepared.
Stacked. They're stacked.
They stacked
Yeah.
up.
They don't really get much injuries.
They had
They
the
don't,
key
they don't
injuries.
really matter anyway.
No,
They got-
Trent was
biggest time.
injured, but they had my man covering.
whoever gets injured, they got someone ready.
We
Warm.
got no striker. We got a midfielder playing up top.
Marino
No, it's
there.
mad as well. You're thinking, right, it's just going to be this year, bro. Man, all signed the extension.
Yeah.
All the big
That's what I'm
players.
saying.
You know, everyone's saying, they're going to lose Salah.
Trent.
Van Dijk.
I feel like Trent will probably stay. You know.
Nah, he's gone. He's gone.
You really think so?
He's going Madrid.
That's
It's a dream. You know, it's a dream. It's
gone.
the childhood dream.
God, not once have I heard him say, yo, I'm here, man.
Yeah.
No one does that though.
A lot of people do that.
but Salah and Van Dijk's like,
You can kind of tell, innit, by the way man worded it. Some, like McAllister, they were trying to put some rumours on him the other day, and he was like, no, bro, I'm here still. I'm enjoying my
What's going on with your club though?
Bro, this ain't a football podcast.
No, but I just want to bring it up.
man.
This ain't a football
I know. We'll get into what the podcast is about.
He's done with the
But no,
talk.
because like, you know, what it is?
But today,
you
he
see
died.
when Arsenal were finishing 8th in that year,
Yeah,
getting trolled
people
saying-
will get
bro. You man are like,
14th.
no,
You ain't
bro.
saying nothing, I'd be real. I'm
No, you got 14th in it because you're 2 about Tottenham and Tottenham 16th.
They nearly got relegated.
You know, you need 40 points to survive in the Prem.
The thing is, my
On
thing
average,
is like,
you man have
bro,
just hit them.
like
We've never been that bad.
how I look at it is like, cool.
Man, you're in the car.
Scenario: if man wins Europa, man's
What,
back in.
bro?
No,
I don't care, bro.
But man can't, like, how can man?
No, because you know why as well? I would bring this up as well. You see, when we finished 8th and we won the FA Cup, we got trolled for that.
The FA, but you weren't in champs though. Everyone knows the game is to get into champs. Valid.
Was that your goal this season to get Champions League football?
Yes, 100%.
So you're happy with finishing bottom half of the table?
Bro, I'll be real. We played
And winning
league,
Europa
But
League.
if man end up coming up with champs, bro, that's like, okay. No,
That stinks in my opinion.
that's not.
We got trolled for that. Finishing 8th.
But
getting
FA
the
Cup, you weren't
FA
no champs.
Man, you
point
was,
blank.
was
We got Europa League
was
with
bad vibes in the changing room this season.
Yeah, no, we're giving time.
Yeah, I'll be honest. You just need to
Reaver, no, but I'm rating man's manager.
A rejig.
You might need to step yours.
Yeah, the above.
Together.
You need a rejig. Nah,
Might
yeah.
need to ask ChatGPT.
You need a night out
to do
in Baddie.
Bonding
Proper
time.
night out in Baddie.
They done that recently, but there's bare like.
Nah, they ain't gone
No,
out.
they
properly,
done. What did
man.
they do? They went golf or something.
I don't even know that still.
They're cutting the dinner ladies ain't eating at Man United no more.
But I always find them things kind of weird because you always have like the man that don't speak English, they'll move with the man that don't speak English. Then you got the 2-3 man.
But that
grew up
stuff's
from-
key though. Team bonding.
But you won't see them bonding. You get what I'm saying? You won't see them
Man,
bonding.
them move in their groups and
Yeah, man, don't move in their groups.
they're
Where-
all it's humans, isn't it? Like
Yeah,
It's natural
still.
human nature, though. Innit? I mean, if you go out, like,
Like I couldn't imagine all of them like
some of the man, they
Whatever.
might just be on the things. Some of the other team
Chilling.
members
might be on the phone to
All about the things, bro.
things, man.
all about that.
Like,
All about-
imagine if like the team we play for,
Yeah.
we step out.
It's gonna be
It's gonna be group there, group there, group there.
No, because Ballers Club.
No, I'm talking about the team we play for now.
No, but like man has to compare it.
But
to all
that's
the other
different,
teams
'cause
man's
we
played
was-
for. All the other teams man's played for. Man could see like all of us chilling and having a bit of banter. Yeah, cool. Man's not gonna.
Oh yeah, though. Of course you're gonna have that
man ain't
moment of little
imagining that
banter.
with United right now.
I guess with them, man, it's like there's language barriers.
Language, yeah, it's a lot of
And peas. Think about it.
peas. Man, them on different type of peas. There's
My man's on 300 bags a week. I'm on the.
You reckon at that level is yeah?
It will do. It play a part in your
But I
life.
was even thinking about that earlier. Still, like obviously they violate the women's football, like the wage them not get and that whatnot, which I reckon I need to search up. But I'm pretty sure they're on like 40k for the year or something.
roundabout still.
But like people are mocking it, but really, if man's thinking about like what man might be on, man wouldn't mind.
No, but I think it's because of what the men are.
what
on.
the
Because
men-
because you
the main
compare it,
factor.
you know, like the highest woman's transfer fee is 400 bags.
That's
You know, that's some man's wages.
yeah, that's some man's wage.
400 bags.
still.
Like world transfer for a women's football.
But yeah.
Oh, the highest earning women footballer gets 830.
830.
A year.
But it's proportional.
That ain't
isn't it?
too bad, though.
Proportional
That's
to
not
the
too bad.
quality.
830 is neat. Well, if you're not living in London.
Yeah, no, of course.
No,
course.
that's a
Have
big
a little
factor.
one bed.
Yeah.
One
The
bed
little
car park.
word lucky little car spot.
You know, the one car garage. Not even like a garage. You
You
gotta
don't
drive.
even use it. You still park outside of the
Yeah.
garage still.
Yeah. Because you get tickets.
It's facts. Still,
Yeah.
I'll be real.
But yeah, enough about football and whatnot. We're here. We're back in the Plaza. We're Plaza Boys now. We've rebranded.
Yeah,
We're
sir.
here to talk about some different
we're
stuff.
older, we're more mature. than
Yeah,
last
we're
time
more
you
sure,
see
man.
us, so.
I mean,
Hell, you
Yeah, me.
Sure, still.
we're here to talk about life and just life in general, relationships, women.
We had to go through and learn.
We had to go through
Experience some
stuff.
things.
No, we had to live.
We had to go and live life, see what outside is like,
And then come back
and then
again.
come back and tell you what's going on.
So we're not coming with that do sort of body count.
Yeah, the cliche stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Just normal convo, man.
If your girlfriend fucked your best friend,
Would you
Would you kill him?
would you kill
Not the mad. What did that used to come with the mad dilemmas every week.
No, but I think there was a time.
That was
and
good.
There
There's
was
a
a time
couple
and a
good ones.
place for it. I'm like, I think there's always phases, innit? Like, I always think people shouldn't like regret phases and that. You know, like
I don't live
girls
my
might
life
have-
with regrets.
Girls might have that weird phase. The man that might have that weird phase. Like, it's all part of growth, and I think it's crucial still.
So you man live like with regrets.
Nah, never, not one. Still.
they cross my mind, but you gotta snap into it,
Yeah.
I just look
Snap
at
out
it
of
like,
it.
snap
yeah,
out of it.
Yeah.
But I think it's just on
I
how
don't.
you look at
I
it.
think they're just
still.
learning.
yeah. But I don't look at it as like
Yeah.
a
How
regret.
you
Like
look at it.
It's just like, oh, okay, that happened. Then
Never
know
do
what I mean?
it.
my
No,
mindset is that
swipe-
like
swipe
everything
right.
happens for a reason. You know what I mean, if it was meant to happen, it would happen. Obviously, I can make that life decision of whether it happens or not. Whether I make that decision, if it's the wrong decision, whatever. But I
But
just
there's-
take it as a learning.
There's some ones that you can't, like, for example.
Oh no, yeah, no. Thinking about it again, there's probably a couple regrets.
Get me? You know, some people you should have spoken to. That
Yeah,
didn't
you didn't speak to
and
them.
Or a
never
couple
seen them.
people I did speak.
No,
to
but
that
then I look
shouldn't
at it, it's
be
like
related to.
it never wasn't meant to be, then, isn't it?
No, because sometimes
No,
like
'cause you live like that, you're just gonna. It's,
No,
it's
it's
gonna
true,
be.
it's a long-
It's a long journey, bro.
no, because then you're living your life of what ifs, innit?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You
But
just gotta be
sometimes
like-
it's like, what if man actually? Do you know what I mean?
You just can't think too deep in.
don't
yeah,
when you get
yeah.
too deep, you're in too deep.
Because sometimes you just got to wait, like you said, you do the what if thing, and then a couple of years down the line, you're like, oh my God, that could have been.
That could have been me.
No,
I've done that.
No, thank you, still.
Like,
Like, no, thank you, but
You see the what if later pushing the pram. You're like, oh,
yeah,
could have been man.
That
still.
could have, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's
Down
what
the
I'm saying.
high
Dodged the
road.
bullet.
On the high road.
I rode by themselves.
Yeah,
You know, you're driving past.
Even now,
Loaded.
there's still bare things man's learning now, fam. Like even certain, just in life, like certain moves and that.
In terms of what? Like, give an example.
Like cool. Like last year, man sold man's other whip, innit? But obviously, I just done it on a quick thing. Like you know, the mandem. Let's be real. The mandem. One thing that we all have in common, different from girls, is every man does their own thing on a private thing, innit? So like that could be anything. You know, like one day one man's gonna come in here and then some man's
It's
gonna have
gonna
a
be
yard. You get what I'm saying? The man come in here, man's got a new whip, blah blah blah. So obviously I was just shotting man's old whip, but I was just doing. It wasn't even on like a secret thing. It's just man's doing it. Then you know when you shot it and you get the peas and then you tell the rest of the man them, oh yeah, I ain't got that no more, or whatever. Then they're like, oh, like what? How much? Yeah, man, did it, bro? If you shot him, man could have got that for. And you're like,
Yeah, no, I told you that. Well,
No,
I
but
didn't
it's
tell you
like
that.
raw, it's like
I
raw.
was surprised at how much you
yeah,
sold
it was like, right. If man just checked man's contact list and just said, yo, by the way, man's trying to. Do you know anyone that can? Yeah, I got you.
I feel like, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
on that
certain
point,
moves like you'll be surprised. A lot of the things you can do in life, just look through your phone.
like the
contact
people you
list.
know is quite important.
Yeah, it's facts. Though you never know what a man knows. A man that knows the next man.
You
that
know,
knows.
literally.
That's one piece of advice
But then
I'll
on
give
the
out.
flip side, it's like the man that says he's got a pattern ain't got a pattern.
Yeah,
And sometimes it's just easier just doing.
Do it yourself.
And then you learn. You get me,
Yeah.
man. Learn. You just learn going through.
Cause literally, like, I'm doing like a little something now. Like, I'm trying to turn like my shed into like a games room or whatever. But it's like I can shout a couple people, and I'd rather just do it myself, bro.
It's
Because even if you fuck it up,
Yeah, it's like it's on me, innit?
you learn.
And a man's learning how to do it. Like, I'd rather just be on YouTube learning how to do it.
Then once you know how to do it, you know how to do it forever.
Yeah, like I even like other day the light bulb in my whip went. Normally, man just goes to Halfords, pays them to do it for me, buys the light bulb, and they do it there, innit? But I said I might as well just do it myself.
It's true still, but you never understand like how like you don't ask, you won't receive, innit? So like,
Yeah, no,
when I was
that's true
chatting
as
to
well.
one of man's like right hand man's his boy for I was chatting to him about something, and I was trying to get him to show man a couple information on a couple things, innit? And obviously I've hit him naturally, just like he's sending man stuff. Yeah, look at this, look at that, look at this, whatever. Then I was like, alright, cool. Is it calm? Like I literally said, right, is it calm if like man hits you? Cause it was on text, and I was like, right, is it calm if man hits you if man's got a couple more questions about it? So he was like, bro, don't even treat man like that. Like your man's people's people. So your
I feel
man's
like
people's.
that's a good point as well, because I feel like you see, man, them, even myself, like you struggle to not struggle, but you find it awkward asking the next man for help,
Yeah.
or just asking the
A
next
lot
man
of
a
man
question
not-
about.
yeah.
that was I thought like I had that stage, but now it's just like the pride's gone in it, man.
Yeah. I feel like I'm past that stage, because if I need help with something, or I just need to ask someone a question about how to maneuver something, like, I'm just gonna ask someone I know.
Just
'Cause
ask.
like otherwise, I'll end up how I was 3 years ago, just stuck in a cycle of not knowing what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
don't
and
ask, you won't
just,
receive
You're just
still,
trialing and
bro.
error and shit, and you're not getting anywhere. It's key still, especially like with the network, you know, and the people you might know.
But that's the worst thing, being 5 years deep, and then bro tells you like
Bro, you coulda made it much
finally
easier
pattern,
for you.
then bro says, yo, bro, like, you know, if you called man then, you would have been done. You would have patterned it then. And you're like, bro, that 5 years. But it's all part of growth, innit, at the end of the day still. But yeah, one piece of advice, man, would say, bro, look at your contact list still. Don't be.
No, don't even be shy
That's
to
more
ask.
so to man them, car. I don't know how girls maneuver. I feel like they're more of the opposite, but man them, yeah, 100%.
Girls are the
still.
complete opposite still.
What's
They-
your opinion on asking girls for help?
depends on what context.
I haven't found myself Like, maybe what I'm asking for, I don't think they've been able to provide. Still,
I feel like if I ask a female for help, it wouldn't be for help. I feel like it's more of like a second opinion on something, just to kind of get their perspective.
Girls more as an opinion.
Yeah.
Thing.
Not saying that they can't give man the right advice.
more
It's
an
like-
emotional thing. Still,
Yeah, because they will give you the emotional answer. Like if you ask man them the question, they'll give you the logic. If you ask a girl, I feel like they're gonna give you the emotional side with more backstory.
but I feel like
But it depends on the female.
I feel like me personally, I don't think I've hit a girl like any of man's female brethren and like
Ask for
more so than man's brethren. You get it?
Depends. Women have different experiences, though, innit?
but
Like,
that's what-
Like, you're really gonna have. Well, let me not put it like that, but like, let's say, for example, something's wrong with your car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying they're not. I'm not saying they don't know what's going on, but most of the time they'll probably be hitting you to kind of understand what's going on.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? There's just certain fields that like to like.
There's certain things you can ask certain people,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to male.
And I feel like I think it depends on every man's character, but I'm more so on the don't tell man what I want to hear. Like I need
to hear.
Yeah, so when I hit the man, it's on a logic thing. It's what man needs to hear. The girl thing is like
What do you think? Like,
perspective.
if you find-
It will have you think. Not every girl. There's some girls that I know that tell you, yo, bro, sort it out.
no, like, one of my female brethren, she'll tell man like,
Sort
no,
it out. I got one
come
or two of them that'll tell man sort it out. But I think more time, anyways. If I am to hit, which isn't actually a good thing, I'm more time gonna hit the man them. Cause even the other day, I was at my brethren's. It was his birthday, but he was with his other brethren's because it was her auntie's birthday or something. So he just went in it, cause he's part of family. So I said I'll pull up on them, whatnot, say more life and that. And then we all went back to the crib. Then the conversation just got dark, like when people started leaving, and they were talking about like trauma, innit? So obviously, them lot, the two girls and my brethren, they're all like their peoples. It's the same with us, innit? They're peoples, like having one extra man outside, innit? And yeah, they've asked man like, "Rah, do you think like, do you have trauma?" No, they've said something. It's hit like 6 a.m. innit? And I'm like, "Rah, are you saying that I'm gonna like, am I dropping you home, bro?" Innit? He was like, "Oh nah, man's gonna just chill in it." Get what I'm saying? I was like, "Cool. Oh, you lot are gonna have a sleep." I just busted it. "Oh, you lot are gonna have a sleepover, whatever." Then obviously the girls are taking, not in the wrong way, but they're just like, "Rah, that seemed like you got trauma or something." Then the conversation just turned left. They were like, "Rah, do you have trauma?" I was like, nah. I ain't got no trauma. What are you talking about? Whatever. Cause I thought, genuinely, I did it, innit? Then they were like, "Cool. Have you ever gone to a sleepover when you was younger?" I was like, "Nah." "Do you feel like, would you have wanted to?" "Yeah, probably." "Would you do the same?"
When you say sleepover, like with the man them.
Like family and
cousins.
cousins and friends. You know, like back then that was primary school and you get what I'm saying? But obviously like man's parents, they weren't really on that unless it was like direct cousins and whatnot, innit? And I was like, no, like I would have wanted to go, but you know, I just didn't go, innit? Then I started to do, man might do have a piece of trauma. So, and I clocked like, right, every man's got trauma. It's just some man won't clock it. It's actually good to discuss it. Then they were like, right, when was the last time you cried? I was like,
someone asked me that the other day.
boy, it's
like-
been like a good 2 years or something. It was like, bro, that's not good. I was like,
I think man are just wired a bit different. Obviously,
yeah.
For example, like again, some people have more emotions. Are you talking about like women here, or are you just talking about in general?
General.
Let's talk about
sure,
people in
just
general.
in
Yeah,
general.
obviously people just wired a bit different, innit? I feel like most men have a ego, innit? So it's like, you know, just certain things like man's not gonna do, innit? Like man's like, if man has an issue, man's gonna attack it. Man's not gonna cry about it. You know, some people have an issue,
Go
they got
quiet.
something
Dwell
going
on
on,
it,
they're gonna dwell on it, let them attack them. I'm a person, I hate feeling like man's been defeated at something. innit? So that if anything happens, man's got to quickly outmaneuver it.
I might can have a day of depression.
Yeah,
You know?
no, one day where your head's just like, alright,
Yeah.
and then
Sitting in the
you
dark.
know what I mean, and then you go, alright, you know what I mean,
No,
jump.
Jump back in. But what I feel like personally on man's, from my perspective, from my like life and that, cause man's not that like crying type person. Nothing wrong with that, by the way. Like man actually fears how man's going. Like for example, God forbid, man hasn't lost anyone close to man, or so like where some people have lost their closest family or whatnot. I haven't ever experienced that, God forbid, innit? So I'm like, at the back of my head, I'm like, where if that happens to me, I don't know how. Like, I never say, "Raw, I'll never cry." Cause I might just be, you know, that man that just, what do you say? Like, you know, you just snap at anything. What do you say? You mad? Like,
That's my biggest fear.
I might be the guy that's just barling 24.
Might be the guy that just disappears.
I might just, yeah, you get what I'm saying. So it's like I kind of understood why they were saying that. Cause it was like, raw, because you're bottling it in so much.
But I don't think it's not like a fact of us bottling it in. It's just how we're just dealing with it.
And then even then, it's like, who's man gonna chat to you?
Yeah.
Like maybe if you got a girl or something, you get me. But apart from that,
Because I don't look at it like as like I'm building up my trauma or I'm bottling it in. I just look at it, you know what? I've got a problem or I'm going through a situation. My first thought is like, cool, how am I gonna get out of this situation? I can dwell on it for about an hour, maybe a day, but after that, it's like my biggest thing is that, bro, like tomorrow's never promised, innit? So you can think about whatever shit situation you're in right now and be upset about it, or you can just get on with your life and make the most of it because you don't know how long you're gonna be here.
But I think another thing that helps men them get through things is like going through the same thing, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like, you might, well, someone might lose someone or people close to them that, and they're friends with someone that's lost people close to them before, innit?
Yeah.
So that, do you get me? That's a conversation that can
be had.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like
Facts.
common ground.
Brings people together.
Yeah, it's facts though.
But yeah,
But God forbid.
Yeah,
No,
big God forbid
God
that one still.
Honestly, that's my biggest fear. You're losing someone. Man.
Let's cheer it back up though, man.
You don't
chat there.
Cheer up. I got a random question. Well, it's not random, but I was thinking about it because someone asked me and I didn't know exactly how to answer the question. Like, what's like the biggest attribute you look for in a woman? Like the main attributes. Like, let's take away physical attraction.
Ambition is a major factor for men.
But how would you know a girl's ambitious? Like, what makes you
Just in terms of like, I wouldn't say like their goals. They don't have to be saying, "Yo, man's going to be what's it called? Like
own lash business.
Like the prime minister." Man ain't saying you gotta be that, but man likes ambition. Like there's a lot of men out there which I don't have a problem with that are like calm with just like being the one that like man's on being the provider. That's what man wants to be. But like their girl just being almost as like how I look at it as like a leech. You get what I'm saying? Whereas if you got ambitious girls, like she can kind of do yeah, my man does that and he patterns me up, but man could do my own thing, or I have my own thing type thing. If man, I feel like that mindset is crucial because you end up with a leech and you don't know what type of. I think there's different types of leeches out here. There's the ones that will take all your stuff and then break up with you and start talking about, yeah, I need half of
the
your
ones that just eat
then there's ones that are just eating, or there's ones that are just like they're taking your. It's not even really leeching, card. They're providing, they're nurturing the house, they're making the house.
They're just on cruise.
You get what I'm saying? They're making the household important. They're looking after the kids, whatnot. That's not a leash. I'll take that piece back.
Do you feel like us men have like met enough girls to know like what? Did you get me the differences between?
I will say yes, but I don't think there is. We haven't.
I think so.
Up till now.
No,
I think we've met a lot of. I think there's categories. I think we have, still.
Man's met the lead.
I think
man's met the nurturers.
I think man's met. I think I've met the whole.
You know why I say that? Because man always says, yeah. Like even now, I'm clocking it. Like now, all of a sudden, last 2-3 years maybe. Like now, all man's aunties and uncles. Like where before, man would never ever talk to them about having girlfriends and linking girls and whatnot. Now it's like, yo, listen. Be careful, like.
No, literally, I had a conversation.
I'm
with my
clocking like, bro, why do you keep saying all of this stuff? And I'm starting to realize that, I don't think we've met enough girls still. Because 20, like, man's, bro, we're not gonna say the age or what age we are, but bro, from the age we're at now to let's say 30, bro, a lot can change in 7 years. I always say, bro.
So you did say that.
You're an Egypt.
Yo,
bro.
this-
You even clock what you just done.
Look at man say I'm not gonna say.
I'm not gonna say the age.
Say his age.
But from 30, that's 7 years.
7 years.
Just like maths.
Yeah. Same.
that.
That's calm. That's calm.
But you're killing me.
But
Tried to be discreet.
Man caught it and said it.
nah, yeah, 7 years. Like a lot can change. Like I even say, bro, a girl having a ute, yeah, bro, anything can happen when a girl has a ute. I've seen girls have a ute and they've turned mad. I've seen girls have a ute and they're like almost like obsessed over, like this can even just be in a boyfriend and girlfriend relationship, innit? The girl is now all of a sudden obsessed with the kids she don't really care about
it. No, I've seen that.
You get what I'm saying? Then you have the girls that are like,
They'll be posting
they're
a kid
more
on
obsessed,
Valentine's
they're
Day.
clingy on you because it's like, rah, that's our baby. Then you have the ones that just turn local, like babies.
And then there's probably like 15 more other versions.
You get what I'm saying?
maybe.
Babies,
we've
like,
never encountered.
not even ruined, but like they change their whole DNA on women, like their mind. They go through a mad thing. So for me to say I've met enough girl to say I know what a leech is, I'll be real. I don't think I'll know until man's, you know, like man's safe. You know, at 45, I'm like, alright, cool. This is it still.
Oh, when are you ever safe though? Because I've seen divorces at 60. Yeah, never knows. Like everyone's learning for the first time.
Yeah, I think you're always the maddest thing about life. I think you're always learning. No matter what age, you're always learning something. Still, you're always learning.
But I feel like we have met.
I think we've
a
met.
lot of.
I think we've met enough, but I wouldn't say man
no,
could
but
put it out and say, yo.
Nah, but you're like, I feel like you're trying to say, have you met like enough to know when you meet a girl who's like about certain shit? innit? I feel like you can definitely, I can gauge off maybe 1 to 2 conversations what sort of mindset a woman has. still.
100.
Even just maybe by like
What she's trying to do on the first link.
Okay, I agree with that, but man would say man's not 100%. You get what I'm saying? Man can say, yeah, right now but in 4 years' time, she could potentially just
Anything can happen.
That's what
Change
I
her
agree with that
mindset.
point, man. Yeah, that's facts. The man can point out and say, yeah, you can slide, nah, and then, but 4 years' time, she could be in that power and it's a whole different conversation. But I even like, yeah, that thing's all mad. Cause I be real, if you hit like 50s and that, I don't even think you're really looking for like a wife, innit? You're just looking for like a deaf buddy at that point. Still like,
No,
nah, man, come on.
What?
No,
Man said
come on.
a deaf
a
buddy.
deaf
Someone
buddy
that
at
you want to
50,
lay,
bro.
bro. Come on.
No, you can fall in love at 50.
You can.
Exactly. So you're not looking for a deaf buddy, bro. You're looking for love.
Them ages though, like
You're looking for that's the final
if
puzzle.
man was at
final
50,
piece for the puzzle.
God forbid, man was at 50 and not married and that, it's dark, man.
Not necessarily. Different cultures have different views.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see myself getting married, innit? But I'd love to settle down by then. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know why you man are not really on that marriage
On the
thing.
marriage.
Okay, you man.
I think it's just me.
You not on it. No, you man
married.
used to, innit?
I don't think man them are not on it.
No, I'm definitely
Some man
not
just
getting married.
some man just have different experiences in life. Remember, some man grew up and no one around them got married. You know what I mean?
If I
So
found
now it's
something-
like-
I don't want to use the excuse of my family, but it plays a part in
But don't you think like you lot want to be the ones that?
break the cycle.
Yeah, like.
No.
Don't you ever feel like raw, like even just anything
But
in life, like
I
raw,
don't-
man's family ain't done this. Let me be
Exactly.
the
So
first.
even that, like, none of the males in my family went to uni. So when it came to me, it was like, yeah, like, come on, you gotta go. But I'm like, I don't want to fucking go uni. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to go uni because none of my family members, like, I don't want to be the guy to break the cycle. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want to do it based on what I want to do, not what based off what my family expects of me. Like, obviously they expect highly of me. Obviously, when I told my mum, like, yeah, I don't really want to go uni, like, it's not for me. She was like, it's fine, like, I understand. But obviously, other people was like, nah, like, you should go. And I'm like, I don't want to go for the sake of going it because it's gonna make everyone else happy.
Yeah,
Because like in my great grandma's house, basically, like, she's got a picture of everyone that's graduated and gone uni. Like, they're all females.
But you know what it is?
She was hoping I was gonna be the one.
I feel like that's a
One
whole
male.
nother conversation. The education thing, I feel like is a whole nother Is everyone married or is majority of people in your family married?
Nah.
Oh, so is Pops like one of the first?
Well, it's the second time getting married. Sorry. Nah. But that's what I'm saying. It's like,
You learn,
do you know what I
so-
mean? Like, obviously, he's got married a second. Oh, that's what I'm saying. He got married twice.
I didn't even know you got
I just
married
yeah,
the
man,
first
just
time.
don't know
his dad got married again twice.
Break the curse, man.
It's like,
Why am I doing that? Bro? Why are they relying on me, bro?
When do you think it's a good time? Like, I can imagine myself just being with my missus like for
Forever.
20, 30 years and like, unless she brings up getting married, we're just but you know what I mean? I'm not gonna
No, that's what I'm on. Like,
say, oh, let's
Thing is, though, I feel like a lot of girls will bring it up, though.
I don't have a problem with marriage, but I feel like again it's kind of like a generational thing, innit? Like in this generation, there's been a lot of things that kind of
Put people
overtake people's mind,
yeah,
innit? And obviously people online and they're seeing that obviously my man got hit with the 5 mil child support, 15 whips taken, the woman's got the yard,
custody of the kids.
and man's in depression.
Man's basically got nothing.
You know what I mean? Man, them are just scared. I think it's kind of scaring man them off.
Has the idea of getting married changed like with our generation?
Yeah, 100.
That's what I'm saying.
Because of social media, it's definitely got a lot of people.
Think about like the age we're at now, yeah. Think about how many people that we know that are in relationships and that. Do you think they're gonna get married? Like we would think they're getting married soon, but ideally, do we think they're gonna get married anytime soon?
Yeah,
I know 2 people my age that are married.
But it's just I feel like because it's changing it, because now it's like marriage can also be a money move, isn't it? For like, I'm not saying it is. Again, I'm not attacking anyone, but it can be, innit? Because you're financially tied in to a woman, innit? You know, like back in the day, getting married was a mad thing.
It's a big
like,
thing.
that was like
It's still
but
is.
that was like
yeah.
Because think about it, you're now that woman's taking your surname. She's walking around as another you, innit? Basically, so you walking anywhere, Mr. and Mrs. whatever.
Your family.
You know what I mean? It ain't a joke. I'll be honest. But now it's like I feel like, and it's really media who wraps most stuff in it, because they make stuff very tedious and like kind of almost cringy. You know what I mean?
I find weddings cringy as well. To be fair,
The party part would be lit.
I've been to some lit weddings.
no, the after part is always the lit.
Have you been to?
About 6,
You're
maybe.
I think maybe
I've
3.
been to like 2 or something.
3, I
been
think.
But
2.
like,
I've been 2 and then
the
both
one
of
that
them
I
were
would
the
say that
One of
was
them is my
proper
family,
lit.
huh?
Well, obviously your dad's one, but then obviously I had like man's brethren's older sister. So obviously I've grown up with man's brethren. His older sister got married. That was like I was like, yo, this is a serious.
No, but did you go to the church bit and that?
No, but I think
See what
the
I'm saying?
no, there's an invite thing though, innit? So you can't just. A lot of people can't just pull up. If you go to the after venue, and the
Like,
church,
you know how
venue,
long
you'll see
weddings
a lot
are,
of people.
bro.
A lot
The
of
whole
people don't
day
go
is
to-
so long, bro.
Some people just get invited.
People
to the
probably
after.
don't even want to be at the church part.
Yeah. A lot of people.
Like my dad's wedding, the recent one. Like that's the first time that as like an adult I've been to a wedding from like start to finish. But I managed to get a trim in the morning, suit shopping the week before, and
the church thing.
getting to the church on time, and then standing around waiting, and then they're all taking pictures, and you got to sign documents and that.
Yeah, the document.
And I'm just thinking, I'm hungry, bro. Where's the bar?
The yak.
Where's the bar and the food?
The store.
And it is a big culture thing, because I remember when my cousin got married to a Nigerian man, and obviously you just saw the culture differences in the family. Like
That's
our
what I was gonna
family,
bring up as well.
like their family matching outfits. You know what I mean? They had the thing on lock. We're just wondering where the rum there. Where the rum there? And where's the food?
Who's singing?
Who's on the deck?
With the
still?
food, with the food there. But you can see,
Them weddings are lit though.
yeah, because it's like a
Them
clash.
mixed ones are lit. still.
Weddings
I've been
might
to
be
one.
the best motive.
Yeah.
They are. I think they are.
You know when they get stuff, but then that's where you see, cause now, like, even though the Nigerians won on the preparation and that, when they got to the party time, it was the yard. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for us, man, that thing wouldn't have been turned. And I'm not saying that obviously they ain't got a side. They ain't got a side. But come on, you can't outdo the Caribbean party, the party thing. Man, talking about man's growing up 9 nights, christenings, all of this, all of that. Funerals. Are you crazy?
Yes, turn at funerals.
Man's been doing this from the free. You know what I
From
mean?
young, man's
Think
going
from
to
young,
funerals that I
bro.
don't even know.
You're meeting your 20 cousins from that side. You know what I mean? You're meeting this.
Are your cousin this?
Yeah, never see them again.
Never seen.
No, you see them at the park move,
Bro,
TikTok live.
it happened to me the other day, bro. Like someone that I've known for like I thought like just for a brethren. I found out we're cousins.
Yeah, of course.
But I'm like, raw.
That's why you got to be careful.
Yeah, bare of your cousins, man's been finding out same time as you. You be telling man, yeah, that's man's cousin.
Bro,
Like, what are you talking
I found out recently man's related to someone. I'm like, what? But then when when you start putting the puzzle together, I'm like, raw, like shit could have gone left.
That
You know what I mean?
Are you first gen
First time, what?
here? Like, was your
No,
mum
my
born
parents
here?
were born here.
Are you? Was your parents born here?
Or
you
I
brought
don't
the-
think my mum was born here still.
Dad wasn't born here. Your mum was born here.
What about yours?
No, first gen still.
Or both your parents were born.
Back home, yeah.
home.
So obviously, I feel like it's a bit easier for a man to keep kind of intact, or not intact, but like know more about man's cousins and that, because it's like when everyone's coming over, my mum knows, my dad knows.
No, but there's a bit more coordination in the African
Yeah,
thing.
bro,
And
man's
The
got
yard
cousins.
man
we
are
got
breeding
a
up
big-
the
yeah,
whole
yeah,
place.
yeah,
You know what I mean? That
But
man
we
are
got a bit,
breeding.
like man's culture, our family's called like an extended family. So like bare man, you wouldn't class like blood as your cousin, innit?
Yeah, man's got people that are not blood, but if anyone asks, that's man's cousin.
More time.
More time. Yeah. It's facts though.
Like I've got more non-cousins than I probably got actual blood cousins.
Yeah.
I think that's literally just a Caribbean thing still.
Right. No, I was going to say, remember,
It's probably
Reese is probably my cousin somehow.
Tom went down the line.
Do you know what I mean?
I feel like it's obviously that's what I'm trying to say. And remember, all the yard men move here, innit? And then obviously like they take over little to Brixton, Fulham, you know what I mean? Then you know what I mean? They all got their little communities as well. So everyone knows each other, you know what I mean? And then get me now. You got this. It's just I get again. It's just a cultural thing for that thing, man. Like certain cultures are a bit tighter.
But I do look forward to going to one of the Mandem's weddings still.
I'd love to see one
I
of
want
the
to do
random weddings.
not even the wedding. I want to do the stag, bro.
Yeah, man.
Messy.
Yeah, wait, what?
I might just have a stag
Yeah,
still.
what equates in Mandem stags though? Like what level?
Man's trying to go to Vegas or something, bro.
It has to be a mad night. Messiest night.
It needs to be. You see Hangover?
But like, what's
it
yeah?
needs to be like that.
Okay, getting burst, but like,
Nah, not even-
Not even getting burst.
No, you gotta
It's
go.
gotta be messy.
Ooh, you gotta go.
Man's got to wake up. There's a tiger in the
I
bathroom.
be
You
real.
know what I mean, bro?
I'm personally not on the, because they tend to, well, culture's changing now, so a lot of people might not even do the stag do.
My dad didn't have
do
one,
the stag do before the wedding. You know what I'm saying? But even me thinking about it, bro, I'll be like, obviously when man grows older, it'll probably change over time. But even me, like, you know, just to man them about FIFA.
Well, that's what you're trying to do.
That's what you're trying to do.
Bro,
We wouldn't even allow you to. do.
Man said FIFA.
Bro, this
You could do that with your other brethren
This
still.
stag do thing of like go and
I don't know if you've met us yet.
nah,
Man
bro,
said-
like,
man
all
said
of that
FIFA.
thing-
FIFA.
all of that things like
To the FIFA tournament.
Man told to wake up. Man told to wake up.
Man ain't trying to get all
Might as well
mash
just
up
go to
and-
work.
Yeah,
They
man said
ain't
the
trying to get
FIFA
all mash up and
He's trying to do the
them
wholesome
things.
shit.
No,
Yeah,
not
because
even
that's probably what he said on the phone. No, check.
That's not even the wholesome thing. Just like
I said the FIFA.
No, not even mash up, but we gotta go somewhere that we've never
Thailand, Bali.
Man's gotta go. Listen,
Man,
it's
not
the
even
last.
drink.
Remember,
Brazil.
stag dudes. Remember, on the last night of freedom, innit? That's what they call it. This is the last night when you're married off. You gotta go crazy.
But
still.
what does that
You
consist
gotta go
of,
crazy.
though? Like,
It doesn't like.
what does that consist of? Man?
Like,
strip
whatever
clubs.
freedom,
Do you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Strip
The last
clubs.
time you can probably go strip club without your gal questioning you. Because she's probably doing the same
She'll
thing,
still
bro.
question-
She's probably going
Alright,
chocolate
cool,
city.
so what? You're doing FIFA and
No,
she's
no,
doing
I'm
She's
saying-
going chocolate city with her girls.
Yeah,
Impossible.
she's going to see the mad.
What's her equivalent of playing FIFA, bro?
She's gonna go and see a mad show.
Doing a sip and paint.
Sip and paint.
The red light, red light
You
district.
know she's going.
Nah, I hear it still. I think the
Going
holiday
Prague.
thing would run still. But like the like how I see the stag dude thing and like getting my shot, bro. Like that's not man's type.
Not
Like I think a holiday, that's a shot. A holiday
What
and
it
that
fucking is,
man
bro.
them holiday.
A stag
Nah,
dude's
a
more
lot of man-
important
a
than
lot-
your birthday. Slightly.
No, it is.
Yeah, it's a big thing still. It's a
You're
big
doing that once.
It's a
What
big-
you're meant to be doing.
doing it once. Yeah. Yeah, if you have double stag
Why
dudes,
not?
did your
Multiple
dad have a stag dude the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? And you had one as well.
No, he didn't have one.
The first one, what did
First
you
one
run?
was
I don't know. I was too
probably
young, bro. I was like
Oh,
12.
but you don't. Oh, fair.
Couldn't even
You need to
roll.
ask him when you see him. Still, what did he?
I'll ask him still.
I'll be honest. If you man would have one, what would you man do?
Let's go in Vegas.
I'll go on holiday still. I don't
Now,
know.
so you've gone from FIFA to holiday.
Brazil. I'll go Brazil.
No, I think
Yeah, I could. Yeah, that can run. I would run on holiday in that store. But
When
I'm
it's
saying
carnival
I
season.
wouldn't be on. Because I don't like planning things point blank.
no, it's
so
a man them plan.
you get
Sure.
yeah.
We're
if
shit at
man
planning
plan it,
stuff.
then all right, cool. But
We're
if
shit
it's-
at planning stuff.
Who's we? Yeah, I just
yes,
don't.
we.
I don't care.
No, that would be calm to plan.
There's just too many man slowly pause.
No, but then imagine the stag do. Stag do is meant.
No, but normally the main man just plans it and just tells everyone
Yeah,
what to
I
do.
wouldn't be on planning that.
Do you know what I mean? Nah, when you think about it, it'll probably seem hard, but when you get it, because remember, you're just gonna say, "Yo, this is what we're doing," innit? Like, you know what I mean?
Cause even thinking about how Cam's went to his brethren's thing, that man went like they were squadded up. You get what I'm
yeah,
saying?
everyone's
To have
gotta be
that
there.
amount of man, 20, 30 man in. Where were
That's
they?
what I'm saying. It's a
DR.
once in a lifetime.
You've got to make the most.
And
of
them
it.
You
got
gotta go
rise up.
crazy.
Crash out.
Pause.
You gotta go crazy, bro. Nah, I'm talking about. You gotta go crazy. You
do
gotta
some
have.
shit you've never
Yeah,
done.
you gotta literally
Wake up,
You
you got
got.
tattoos.
You gotta
You know what I
be. You gotta wake up on the beach.
Yeah.
Just mash up. You know, like when you're on the sand.
Oh,
Sand.
Sandface.
Trying to put together the night. Yeah.
10 years and I've been there.
Yeah.
you know when you wake up,
That's-
the tide comes.
Dude, it's hot. It's hot though. It's mad hot in the
Lifeguards
morning.
poking.
You know, you
Yo.
know you're not in London, so you know it's mad hot in the morning.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
gotta
them
wake up
sun-
and
burning your back.
burning your face.
Oh wait,
off.
what? Just it's not. Is it traditionally the day before the wedding? Or
It-
just
it
Nah,
was-
nah,
nah,
I don't think it's the day before the wedding. You might
Can't
be
be.
crash out,
It,
innit, man?
was usually.
That's a
I
mad
don't know
thing.
if it's true.
you know what? Man's basing it off of that show, innit?
Hangovers.
Bridesmaid.
The
Don't tell the bride.
Don't tell-
no, the other
No,
think like a man.
No, don't tell the
Think
bride.
like a man. Yeah.
That's a
Think
good
like
film,
a
you
man.
know.
Think like a man.
I think it was a thing where I think it was a thing where it tended to be the day
That's
before.
not.
Think like a man was the day before because they was getting married where they was
Yeah.
doing the stag
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
So it's like if you could do that if a man get married away, man go there do that.
Bridesmaids.
You know, and the things. Hold on, is he getting married? Wasn't he? Wasn't he?
Oh, it's normally meant to be the night before the wedding.
Yeah, it's a normal thing before. I wouldn't personally.
But now they do it at least 2 weeks before the wedding.
Yeah, you need some recovery time still.
And your piece
depending
needs to
on
come
what
back
you
as
do.
well.
Maybe some explaining.
Yeah,
Hopefully not explaining. It's a stag, do you know what I mean?
I hear it.
No, I'm gonna have a stag do for no reason still.
So you ain't even got a thing.
Mum, you know that guy? He's got no thing. Just always
All
trying
wearing
to do
matching
something.
t-shirts.
Yo, guys, stag do.
You know when you're on holiday, they ask you, so what are you here for? Oh, it's my boy's stag.
stag do.
Oh, is he getting married? No.
just
You're just
having
having one
stag
still.
still.
I want to write that down.
That's an idea. Stop.
Boys, we're going for my stag dude. What year? What year are we in? 2025?
25.
27.
Nah,
27
just, let's do 2028. Just in case I find a thing.
Well, that man on the stag do when he went Brighton.
Yeah.
Oh,
But they were doing the weird thing, though.
But why man always on stag do?
them
They
man
love a
do
stag
like
do,
the-
bro.
Yeah, their life.
They
is
do
become
that. Their
stag
things.
They do
mixed
the
with
mad
gay.
stag do.
Yeah.
Mixed with the gay thing. No, it is. It is. It is.
They do like, they go like, see like, I think with our culture, we'll just do like the holiday,
Think about it. They had.
whatever.
They had.
My man had, they was on
Yeah,
a
they
mission,
do the
bro.
weird banner card. Like,
So he
man's
had-
not running.
He had
none
a
of that
dress on, bro.
Still.
As a forfeit. They was doing forfeits in like the whole day.
Yeah, cause even if it's it's
One man had to
impossible.
dye his
A man
hair.
Come to me with talking about it's impossible. Still, I'll be
Put this,
wrong.
yo, bro, put this dress on for banter.
Yeah, it's just like, do you have to? Nah, I'll be wrong.
It's your stag, bro.
Them lot are funny though. What did he say? He's marrying my sister. What did he say?
Marrying his brethren's sister.
He shagged his sister. Yeah, he was violent.
But he shagged his sister. But you
Yeah.
know what I mean? You know that they're all
Their banner is weird, card. That
They're all locked in.
shagging sisters. Yeah,
they're all locked in, man. It's all weird around them sides.
facts. Still, what? What's your man's honest opinion on mixing your girl with like your brethren's? Like in terms of like cool going out, you might roll with going to events, you might roll with or like even just that relationship. Do you think it's important to have that with your brethren's?
I think it should always be calm still. Because remember that this is your girl, innit? Like,
We're grown now.
you know what I mean? And man's your brethren. You should always feel comfortable.
Shouldn't separate nothing.
Yeah, it shouldn't separate nothing. It wouldn't make sense.
But then, do you think it should be locked in though?
What do you mean?
I don't think it has to be lots of that. I'm not saying you don't gotta be bloody. You know what I mean?
But I'm saying from your like every man's own, not like on a general.
Yeah, you should be always comfortable enough to bring your woman around your friends still. Or
if you can't, then that means it's either something wrong with you, her, or your brethren.
What do you consider before you mix your girl with your brethren? Like, what do you think about before you take that step? Or does man not even think about it?
You shouldn't have to think about it.
You shouldn't have to think.
That's what I'm saying. If you're having to think about it, that means there's something wrong.
But then,
because why wouldn't you want to bring your girl around the man then?
But like, I think there's different types to bring around the man them, innit?
I get that.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
I get that.
If
like, man's not gonna come here with my gal like now.
But then I would.
But there's some man that would. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm saying like,
It's like, what are you gonna do? Just sit?
Where's the boundaries, innit? That's what I want to know.
But like, say if we was like Dubs' party, I'd bring my girl. You know what I mean, or we was going out. Would I? No. If I had a girl, I'd bring her. Do you know what I mean?
Would you really?
Yeah.
Nah.
I'd have been like this all night.
Stairs.
Swaying.
Again, so.
Huh? Stairs. Dark, boy.
Dark.
Got caught there.
You man don't think there's boundaries? Or is it
There's just different situations and scenarios.
Yeah, like, there's some places you can. Do you know what I mean? Like, imagine a man might just come here quickly, pull out with man's thing quickly. You know what I mean? On a quick one, it's like there shouldn't have to be it shouldn't be weird. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like it shouldn't be like, oh, like my man bought his girl.
Right, he's
like,
got man's too old, man. Coming, you know what I mean? Like that thing, you're just with your woman.
Cool,
innit?
so once your girl starts developing relationships with your brethren,
yeah, like do you feel like they should be?
I don't think that's a problem. Again, I'm not saying again be die or ride or die, but like for example, there might be points. You know what I mean? Like she might want to grab him something for his birthday. She might just know you're the go-to guy. You know what I mean? Or she might just be calm with you. Do you know what I mean?
But
like,
let's say like cool now. Like let's say they're cool, for example, now, and it gets to a stage where like you might catch them not even doing anything. You might catch a chat on Instagram. They sent something. He sent something or she sent something to him.
I think man's too grown.
Do you think that's like what? Like is that a bit of a side eye or? Like,
no, because if you've already built, if I've brought my girl around the man them, she's already built a friendship with one of the man them. That's on me because I brought her around the man them.
But don't you think there's boundaries? Like, raw, cool, that's
he's
man's
linking
girl.
my girl, then yeah.
No, but linking.
You know
But
what I
I'm
mean?
saying, raw, if man goes out
Messaging
my
man's
way,
girl.
cool. Let's say you brought your girl now.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, you brought your girl now, whatever. Obviously, let's say it's a couple times, but boom, cool. Like you can see that every man's cool with her. Then cause man fucks with your girl, and so that's Buzzle's girl. Hit the follow. You know, she follows back. Cool, whatever. Then you know I might see something. Oh, let me send that to. You know, like, right, let me send that to KB's girl.
I don't think I would think anything.
Would you not find that? I think I would find that a bit strange.
Depends, innit?
It depends what you're sending.
It's only a time.
I think there's boundaries, innit?
It's only a thin line because it's like there's man them that will do that thing and not say like not even like they're gonna say nothing to you, but do you know what I mean? Man,
Yeah.
Some man's intentions will be like wrong, innit?
Yeah, but I still even think
Some man are wrong.
intentions wrong or not. I think it's just like.
What about if you're brethren with the girl before they get together?
I think that's completely different.
Completely different.
But
Then you
I
have
still
no
think-
legs.
But I still think boundaries get set in place.
After
Like, right, if me and you, like, right now, our relationship cool, and then you got a girl, but I knew your girl beforehand, innit? Now, let's say me and her were tight, and now you two start doing the thing where I was messaging her, boom, 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 weekly or whatever, I might call her. It's like, alright, cool, that's my boy's girl now. Like, she's man's brethren, but that's my boy's girl now. I'm gonna chill out on the.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I see it, innit, person. Cause
I agree with that one.
It's like, man don't want man them to be thinking, like, bro, why is he messaging man's girl? Same way. But then same way, it's like, it plays on both hands. Like, would I want man's brethren? Yeah, cool. He knew her beforehand, but would I want man's brethren just still belling, yo, we said, nah, what? You know, like, it's like, come on, bro. Like, it's awkward, innit? It's not even like a thing you just say, bro, don't message. I knew her before. It's not even a that, but it's just the awkward, you know, the awkward ones you just... I think boundaries is definitely a key factor, me personally, innit? Like, I think I would personally bring man's girl around the man them, but like, going to the extent where like man's forming relationships where man can like like me personally, I'm not really too
it depends.
too heavy with it. Still, I think like cool.
I would prefer for it to just happen naturally. Like I wouldn't be like, oh man, this is blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
and keep bringing them around and getting it. Like it'll just happen.
Like I reckon if you kept
after like a couple, after a while,
convo is gonna flow. But then again, I feel like after like convo should really only flow when
I'm here.
Not even when I'm here, cause
when I've initiated it,
but like when we're all together. You know what I'm saying? If now you go out your way to follow man's brethren, and then now you're talking on Insta, you could all be talking about, oh, you got any friends for me? It's like, yeah, cool, but nah, not my like. Yeah, personally, innit? I think it's every man is each to their own, innit? I don't think there's
every man's got a different.
Yeah, I don't think there's a correct answer. But then again, same way, if man was to reverse it now, would you man like be buddy with your girl's friends? Like, let's say now your girl's friend hits you. I mean, you link your girl's friends, whatever, you form a relationship, then boom, you might see her she might follow you on the gram or whatnot.
To help the man them, yeah. Nah, let me be serious.
No, like on a serious, like,
on a serious,
and then she might send you and me, or she might like. You get
I wouldn't.
Personally, I like being cool with my girls.
Yeah,
I think being cool.
Sad,
I'll be honest. If it ever gets weird, then it's getting weird. Then it's like we'll address that. But I don't really feel like it gets weird because that's just silly. You know what I mean? That's kind of silly. But again, man, man would. I feel like for me, if you're not cool with my brethren, then it's an issue.
It's a big factor.
You know what I mean? It's an issue for me. Like, the
Big.
first thing man's saying is like, yo, go and chat. Like, you lot go and chat and go and talk about it wrong and sort that out. Or, you know what I mean? What's the issue? Or if there's an issue, do you know what I mean?
Really, they shouldn't even really.
Should never be an issue.
But yeah, I don't think that.
Especially if man's brought you around my people. These are the people that I'm trusting to have around you, and I'm showing you certain things and whatnot.
You see a man in certain ways.
Facts,
Seen different sides to me.
It's facts.
Seen different sides to me.
I've seen it because even on that topic, I've seen that type of thing.
That
like
vibration.
rap mandom's friendships and that. Like the relationships broke off and also the friendship. Cause it's like
that's the thing, innit?
my
After
thing, innit? It gets awkward.
Say it does change the dynamic. Then after the relationship's done, then what happens next?
Yeah, that's you get what I'm saying? Cause it's like cool. Yeah, my girl's around you, man, and whatnot. But she's not here no more. So, like, in my perspective,
Can't be DM.
That's what I had to learn. Like, not every man thinks the same. You can't assume that every man's gonna have the same mentality as you. But in my head, if that's deaded off, then in your head it should be the same. If you ain't fucking with that, like, personally, I not to say right. If you see her, you're gonna walk past her and that, but you're not going out your way to. I gone India. I ain't seen you in a sex though.
Then it depends, though, innit? Like, man's got it depends still.
I think
I'm
in that
calm with the man
context,
them being calm with man's exes, because do you get me? It's like me being calm with them still.
But
No, we're saying if you're not calm with them, in what
even
scenario?
then-
no,
Even
but then
then,
like
though.
cool. I'm saying raw, like your last relationship, for example. Now, boom. Let's say you did bring her around them, like all the man them or not, and the man was cool with her, for example, boom. And then like you two dead off, and then you might all see him. Like I might be next to you. You might all see him just talking to her. Like she sent man a message for 6-7 months down the line when you lot are done. Don't you think that? Like that's the thing, innit? Obviously, it's all about like it's all what if, innit? It's all what if, like, right? What if man's trying to?
I guess we've got like the man them who man can trust in it, and then there's the man them outside of that circle that it will become strange.
A bit awkward, yeah. I agree. Still, I agree. But I hear it.
But
Still.
overall,
That's the honest opinion. I respect it. Still,
the man them are locked in.
Plaza,
Rastafari.
Rastafari.
Shout out Chris Eubank.
So,
Did anyone watch that fight, by the way?
Yeah, proper fight.
It was cold, yeah.
Proper
Yeah,
fight.
watch it.
I didn't even look into any of like the socials and whatnot, but I was mad confused because I thought at first everyone was saying it was mind games, innit? Because at first I thought the dad was beefing.
Yeah, no, they weren't talking for a while, but obviously for this fight,
valid? Was that like a verified? They wasn't.
yeah, for time they hadn't been together still.
Oh, but then they
because this is probably one of the biggest fights, isn't it? For both for the family name, you can't really not have man there.
Yeah,
Fought his dad. Yeah,
It was a cold fight, yeah.
yeah, proper fight. One of the best
Why
fights
did
I've
my man's
watched.
dad ever
Man,
come
man,
out
need to look back
and
in.
did he? And we just never see it.
What do you mean? Nigel Ben. Why didn't he come out and speak?
Yeah.
I think my man was just distraught still. I don't think he wasn't talking.
Like I've never seen him. Like I don't know if
No, he's spoken. The Nigel Ben spoken. Yeah.
How many rounds did the man go?
12.
went the
12?
full ways.
Yeah, proper fight.
But it was.
I heard it was close though.
Or was it-
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what? It
Like,
was
watch it.
Eubank. I just felt like Eubank, you could tell was a bit older, a bit more experienced. He kind of, there was points where he was kind of giving him the school, you know, like the little school route. Like. But the thing about Ben, he can fight still. He was holding firm in a couple of things and giving it back.
I
still.
feel
That's
like
the first time he's fought in that.
I feel like
Yeah.
that their weight class was probably like I would like to watch that them types of weight classes. But you know when you get to the heavy ones,
Was it welter?
I would even know. But you know where it's a bit more, you can tell man's it's going to be a lot more mobility than just laying on man and just trying to throw it up.
No, there was points that he was laying.
Oh, yeah, naturally.
Yeah.
But like you know you're gonna actually get.
Yeah, but
shimmy
there was
shammy.
fighting though. There was fighting. They were trying to beat up each other.
I'm
still.
gonna watch that.
He was still in
highlights
hospital.
and touch yard.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, I think he broke his jaw still.
I don't think I could do that with some things.
But yeah, boy.
But that's us. I
Rastafari.
mean, Rastafari.
To be fair,
Sure.
this is the second episode, really.
They don't know that though, but now they do. Thanks, Jesse.
So-
But they don't know that.
We filmed this the first time. Rusty, man, rusty.
Yeah, we're back. We're better. Make sure you follow on all platforms at Plaza Boys.
Plaza Boys.
We're coming back.
Don't worry, the man them ain't broken up and that. The man them are not talking. If you ain't seeing certain person out here, bro, all the man them are
Still on
still.
that hiatus.
You know what I'm saying?
Man them
All the man them
working.
are still here. Local dubbers, dubbadoo.
Ish.
You know, ish. All the man them are still tight.
Double Dean.
Dubbadeen. Dubbadoo.
Double.
The first ep Dubs is back on. It's gonna be jokes.
He's gonna
Double trouble.
Dubbers is funny. Still.
Dubs has got some explaining to you. Dubs has got a story for you. So make sure you lot follow, subscribe, and I'm out.
We're back still.